In the last 24 hours, several new laws have taken effect in North Carolina, and one of them helps people clear their criminal records. The Second Chance Act is back on the books after it was passed a couple of years ago. WCNC Charlotte's Julia Kaufman has been diving into this legislation all day and tonight. Julia, lots of people have been waiting for this.
Yeah, Colin, people have been waiting for years to have their records expunged, and they may finally see some relief. This law automatically clears charges off of someone's record if they're found not guilty or if their case has been dismissed. The Second Chance Act was enacted in 2021, but quickly paused due to issues with the rollout.
It didn't take into account some pretty standard practices in criminal court.
A new law is in effect that aims to improve the process and resume automatic expungements.
Well, the process, the way that it is now, adversely affects those who do not have the money to pay for a lawyer.
Justice reform advocate Kenny Robinson says people who can't afford legal help for expungement face several barriers.
There are people walking around right now afraid to apply for that apartment, afraid to apply for that job because they know that they have an arrest record.
The new system, Robinson says, offers justice.
People do get incorrectly charged quite frequently, but yet it's still on there.
Attorney Tim Kennedy agrees with the ideals behind automatic expungement, but is apprehensive.
I think it's going to create some issues, like it did the first time we went through this.
Kennedy questions if people will be notified once their record is erased.
Let's say you've been charged with a crime, get it dismissed, it gets expunged automatically. Do you know? Do you not know?
The law requires courts to process expungements 6 to 7 months after charges are dismissed. It's important to note, Colin, that felony charges that end in plea agreements don't count for automatic expungement, and charges in order to qualify had to have been dropped by December 1st, 2021 and on also to qualify.
All right, good to make those notes. Appreciate that heads up on those laws that have been now in North Carolina on the books for a little while. Another law, though, signed by the governor would see new penalties for sexual exploitation of a minor. This comes after an FBI report that says sextortion crimes, they're on the rise. That's where a suspect gets a child victim to commit some vulgar act and record it. The suspect would then use that as blackmail over the child for money or other favors.